Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande were finally unavailable for any kind of interviews at their big US of A premiere, just as the reviews were coming in. And no, folks, they're not great for Wicked for Good. Perhaps even Hollywood has had enough of Cynthia and Ariana and their supreme weirdness that could have cost Universal maybe up to $1 billion. Hello, folks. Hello. Welcome back yet again. Another time to spend with friends talking about entertainment and the crazy, wacky world of the Hollyweird celebrities. Today, we're talking about Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, how much they cost, and perhaps a great excuse from Universal for them to no longer use their thoughts and strangeness with journalists just waiting for a chance to ask them questions that could sink the box office even lower. Today we'll talk about it. Let's go there. Click the like button and off we go. Hello, folks. Hello, friends. Look at this yet again. But there's something that has changed. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande may have finally weirded out Hollywood and the executives. Finally, they've realized that both of the Wicked films should be billion-dollar successes because this is the most popular musical out there. It has been, and this has been in the works for a decade or more. Wicked should have done $1 billion. And it's a phenomenal movie. I scored it very highly. I have no problem with the performances of these two ladies on screen. But off screen, they make the executives of Hollyweird want to scream, and they've had enough. Out of Variety by Mark Malkin. Jonas, is that the guy? Is this the guy, Jonas?
That's this guy. Is this the gayest thing you've ever done?
The gayest model.
This is the gayest thing.
What's so appropriate that he's the one writing the article? Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande skipping interviews. They skipped them at the Wicked for Good New York premiere. There's more here than meets the eye, and that's really saying something with these two by. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande did not do interviews at Monday night's New York City premiere of Wicked for Good. Universal reps informed members of the media just hours before the carpet was open at the Lincoln Center that Cynthia is not feeling well and has lost her voice. Therefore, she and Ariana will not be doing interviews. Variety learned that Grande decided to skip interviews in solidarity with Erivo. Stunning. Brave. The pair was still set, though, and did pose for photos on the carpet. And how did that go? Well, ladies and gentlemen, out of Variety, this is the voiceless one. This is Cynthia Erivo at the Wicked premiere. And she couldn't talk, couldn't give interviews. Neither could Ariana, but they could do this. We'll just play it for you, and we'll take a chance. This is Cynthia Erivo. Guys, what?
It's simple.
I'm finally speechless.
It's simple. We kill the Batman.
All right.
It is. She is just a legitimate weirdo, and they both are.
Let me show you why I believe Cynthia lost her voice, and suddenly Ariana needed to stand in solidarity with her, which, by the way, has never happened in the history of humanity. There has never been a time that somebody lost their voice and another person said, I will not speak on your behalf because I want to stand with you in this laryngitis. There are diseases, folks, there are reasons for you to do things to stand with somebody in solidarity. Laryngitis has never been one of them. It's like halitosis. Nobody ever said, your breath stinks, so therefore I will eat garlic to be part of you. This is the reality. This is why I believe Universal and Hollywood said, enough of you two. It's been a weird show, but guess what? No more. This is what was, I think, the stopping point.
Look at this. She's crying.
Not the time, helicopter. Go.
Oh my.
They're doing an interview. Cynthia Erivo is crying because there's a helicopter, and Ariana Grande is shooing away said helicopter. It's not a paparazzi chopper, just a random helicopter in the sky. Cynthia looks like somebody. She's having flashbacks to Nam. Guys, they can't do this anymore. This is so weird. It's driving away people. They've become, I don't want to call it a freak show, but they've become a sideshow that's pulling away average viewers. Marvin, fair enough.
Yes, it is the wackiest, weirdest press tour since the last Wicked press tour when they did this then too. Every interview is just these two skeletons grasping at one another and weeping openly and talking about the color of their auras. Where it was widely mocked the other day. They were asked what, and the press feeds into this. The press knows what to ask them. They're like, what color are your auras? And Ariana Grande looks at Cynthia Erivo, serious as a heart attack, and goes, yellow, sunshine, and I see purple. And Cynthia Erivo's like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like they take it as serious as a heart attack. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I don't know if I want to never see them again or if I just want them to do press for every movie that ever comes out. Because Marvin, what are they going to do that's weird next?
Marvin, that's a great point. Actually, so I think they're terrible at promoting a film. I think they're probably the worst we've ever seen. They're tripping 24/7. But Marvin, remembering back to the Osbournes, you remember the reality TV show? I would love Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo in a show like that. I would love reality TV starring these two stuck in a house, because I think Ariana Grande, I think all of this is her making it up. I don't think this is legit who she is. She's trying to match Cynthia, and I want her to be stuck in like some sort of celebrity purgatory where the two of them have to be in a show together forever. That would be wonderful.
Ariana is a chameleon. She's a mimic. She adapts herself to whatever situation that she's in. She's a phenomenal impressionist too, which is something that she doesn't get enough credit for. But that's why I think that she's like this in these interviews. She just kind of goes with what this one right here. They just start openly weeping at each other.
All right, let's play it. Let's see what Universal said. We can't take no more of this. Nina Infinity sharing this over on X. Here is another interview with these two on the current tour.
It's been a pleasure spending time with you. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and I hope you will be there for the rest of my life. I hope you'll let my French be one of the things that you're learning how to let in. Forever I'm here.
They touch each other more than Pedro Pascal.
What is going on? Are those not deadly weapons when you point those fingernails at somebody's eyes to wipe their tears away? I mean, one wrong move. One shake and it's over, man.
Well, you know what? Pro TV actually, I think, blew the lid off this, because I think they're clutching at each other because a good stiff breeze will send them airborne. So they have to share their body mass.
I just want to remind everyone that a horror master is in charge of directing this second part of this wicked thing. This is John Chu's Wicked for Good. So, you know, it makes perfect sense that the horror director is the one that's leading all of this nonsense.
John Chu has directed horror? Are you thinking of Justin Lin?
No, John Chu.
What did he do? I thought he always did like dancey stuff.
Well, this is a horror stuff. So I'm telling you right now, this is going to be very interesting and empty. And I think that even the award shows people are having difficulty coming up with positive things to say about this part 2 film.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, Universal sees dollar signs in this. They know it should be $1 billion franchise. They want to reportedly build theme park attractions based on it. But like, how do you build something around this woman where every minor inconvenience is an earth-shattering catastrophe to her? Like, remember when
wearing Sydney Sweeney's bra on her eyes? I don't know what.
No, Sydney Sweeney's bra would be bigger than that. But if they like, remember last year when somebody altered the poster to hide her eyes, and she said it was the wildest, most offensive thing she'd ever seen in her life.
Is this her
she's crying over a helicopter. She's insane, and Ariana descends into that insanity with her every time they're together.
Ron, Hollywood is in a spiral. This is the worst year there's, you know, John Nolte is saying, and we don't want to disagree with him, that this is the worst summer box office since 1981. I actually think it's worse than that, and we've got the math to back that up. And John, I'm sure we'll run with that when we get there. But the summer was the better of the year. It's actually been, I mean, the rest of the year has been far, far worse than the summer. And these ladies are like cinemas. Their lives depend on this movie doing well. And this is who Hollywood has decided, yep, this is who's going to save movie theaters for America.
there's a segment of the population, no matter how good a movie is, and regardless of whether Hollywood wants to admit this or not, there is a segment of the population who will look at the people in the movies and will decide to go or not go to the movie, depending on whether they want to support these people's careers financially. They'll make that decision based on that. And if they're looking at these two and going, yeah, maybe I don't want to give people of that nature extra money to, I don't know, go around and lick donuts and talk about how bad America is and those types of things. I know I'm going back a few years with Ariana Grande, but they're just weird. But I will tell you, I'm looking at them and I'm going, I really want to see a version of the Marvels where it's these two and Rachel Zegler playing the three characters.
Oh my gosh, Ron, what is wrong with you? Oh my gosh. It's like looking at laxative and some other medication and be like, what if we combine them? No.
And then someone puts a cigarette out on the back of Ron's neck. Like, are you that much of a masochist?
What happens if we take this red hot chili pepper and mix it with laxative? Let's have fun. No, Ron, no, don't do it to us.
No, but then have the pro show watch that after watching Cats.
You know, Ron, it's been great having you on as a panelist. You're real soon.
I think that this film single-handedly caused the Cloudflare outage.
It could have. Oh, Jonas, help us make sense of this. Do you think they actually got pulled by Universal? Do you think Universal was like, you know what, you two just take a break?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on the set of Wicked. These aren't the only people from that set that are, unusual or coming out and having unusual behaviors. But the two of them together is such a negative spectacle. I actually think that Cynthia Erivo is actually more famous because of the press than she is for being in that first movie. And not in a good way. I've seen some comments from people that I know that I would have assumed would have gone to have seen this movie that are like, nope, I'm not going to see it because of Cynthia Erivo, however it's pronounced.
Erivo.
And how she did Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl and looked like a demon.
But they make what would we say? They make Devo. You remember the band from the 80s, Devo? They make them look normal. They make Lady Gaga seem like just, your everyday average girl. Like Lady Gaga was wearing bubble dresses. That's nothing compared to whatever this is Marvin, I'll let you wrap this up. What do you think the cost is to Wicked? Like how many hundreds of millions of dollars that we're not supposed to talk about it. We're not supposed to say it's true because $700 million is a big win for the biggest music of all time. Marvin, how much money did they lose? The cinemas, the movie theaters, Hollywood, the studios, etc., by being this darn weird.
Oh, so much money. The first movie should have made $1 billion. The fact that it didn't, I think, could be chalked up to the fact that they were super weird on that press tour too. And they despite, yes, it's a musical, so it's like immediately like flamboyant, but like the flamboyant men in that movie, it's a little bit like, guys, chill out. I think that they have kind of turned families away from this. I don't remember exactly what it did, but it definitely came nowhere near the $1 billion mark on the first one. Universal is so all in on this. And I love this interview. We're trying not to laugh at Cynthia Erivo also, by the way. That's the best part of that clip. But I will say, I've said it before, my wife is such a fan of Wicked. Like she loves this movie. She loves the play. And on Thursday, I have to go to the double feature with her. I will be sitting through Wicked 1, which is 2 hours and 45 minutes, and then Wicked 2.
I'm just going to point out that the first Wicked movie is longer than a Lord of the Rings film. And those films are not known for being short.
Yes.
I do want to show people this because, we've been covering how badly Hollywood is performing. When we look at Wicked, the original, and we're telling you, it should have made $1 billion. Really and truly, should have made $1 billion. But think about the fact that it made almost $30,000 per theater. And then the next weekend, it made more than $20,000 per theater. And then consider that there were two films that made more than $1,000 per theater this last weekend out of the top 10. And that's been going on week after week after week. And that's why we're covering this. I know it's funny. I know it's silly. I know these two are strange, but it's because your local movie theater is at the edge of going out of business. I know that because everybody's local movie theater is about to go out of business. And these two are costing an industry. Like they're sitting on an IP that if Idina Menzel had been the witch, it's not a race issue. It's a, can you act like a normal human being issue? If Idina Menzel, the voice behind Elsa from Frozen and the original witch from Wicked, if she had been that character for these movies, $1 billion to $1.5 billion on both films. That's my thought. Panel, final thoughts on that one? Agree or disagree?
Agreed. I even said that Zegler would have been a better Elphaba than Cynthia Erivo.
Chenoweth should have been in this film.
Just de-age.
He was in this film.
If they want to make it teenagers.
Well, they said Idina Menzel was too old for it, but Cynthia Erivo, despite being younger than me, looks like she's 10 years older than Idina Menzel.
Well, when there aren't calories, things can happen. And folks, we have come to the end yet again. Another video of excellence in the can. What a joy it has been to share time with you. We hope you enjoyed it as well. If so, consider clicking that like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. And as always, drop a comment down below. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, so waste not yours. Join a community dialogue today, just on down below. Folks, we are going to say farewell for now, but we will see you back. 4 is more, and that's how many videos we put out every single day here on the Pro Channel. Hope you enjoy them all. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.